as time flies by, you'll open up your eyes wide. You feel it's gonna go your way. Hey, hey, it's a brand new day. Hey, 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 it's a brand new day.
It's amazing how one as young as my next guest can already had so many journeys and gone through so many things and experiences in his life, and it's just a pleasure, Femi, to welcome you to Marbella and to Marbella now.
Thank you.
How was your flight?
It was fine. It was amazing. Yeah.
I love people who are constant, and Femi missed his flight again this time, and
Yep.
we like to keep up the customs of always missing your flight. Must be for a reason, but you made it. I'm really delighted that you did. Yeah. Femi, before we talk about, again, a product line that is completely natural, organic. In fact, you've just received, congratulations, your certifications of the true organic nature of everything you grow.
Yep.
Let's say meeting with Jill Burgess, who's got her natural line, and seeing how that synergy that your oils and her product could go together. I mean, it's amazing. It's poetry in motion. But life hasn't always been as blessed for you.
No, not always, no. I'm from Brixton, London, South London, you know, in the 90s. It was a bit difficult late 90s. Brixton now has changed a lot. It's come on leaps and bounds. It's like the trending, cool place to be. But Brixton then was a bit more troubled. It was, you know, less money coming into the place, and it was a bit more of a struggle.
So what was it like for you growing up? And was it like you're such a peaceful child. Were you always a peaceful child? Have you become that way? I mean, what was it like living there?
I think I've become a peaceful child. It was basically, you know, you sort of grow up, and by the age of 10, you sort of understand your surroundings. And then you have a reason to either you're going to allow the surroundings to make you as a person, or you're going to try and change your surroundings or so. But what I realized is that Brixton was a place for people to go and actually sort of live carefree. It was like there wasn't much rules, even though there's rules, but in Brixton it's almost like you could get away with a lot of other stuff rather than the normal day in, day out.
Did you feel as a child, I mean, are you an only child? Do you have family?
No, I've got family.
Friends, brothers and sisters?
So I've got brothers and sisters, but I'm the last for my mother. So I've got younger brothers as well, but we all grew up in one house, so we never say like step brothers or half brothers or nothing like that. We're just all brothers, and I've got 2 sisters, so there's 9 of us. There's 2 mothers, there's 9 kids, and there's 6 for one mother, which I'm the last, and then there's 3 for the second mother.
So you're in Brixton. It's obviously not the most privileged area of London. Yeah. There's a lot of mouths to feed. Yep. You've come a long way.
No.
Was the journey, where did the journey start? When did you make that decision? I can either follow the unruly nature of where I'm growing up, or when did you take that, or?
Well, I think it was basically the time that I was as a young boy, you know, you're always going to get into loads of fights, and you know, especially coming from a poorer background, you're going to just be a bit more angry at your surroundings and at others as well. So there was one time that I got into a fight at school, and then I had to go to court, and then my sister, actually, this was like the EastEnders moment, you know, the doof, doof, doof. She basically just said that, what, your mum's not coming to court? And I said, yeah, she's not coming. And she said, well, that's not your mum. Your mum's in Nigeria. Once you finish this and you finish your GCSEs, you're going to actually meet your real mum. And that was my like wake up moment to think that, okay, so this isn't all what it seems. This, like, I almost had some feelings inside me that I always felt a bit like, you know, like just out of it, out of place. Even in my own home, I felt like I was a bit of a stranger there, and I think through growing up, and that it sort of makes for a very good position for a bad turn in life. But I was able to switch it around.
So you go to Nigeria. How was that experience? What was it like for you going back to the motherland?
So basically,
first feel.
Yeah, the first feel. My sisters have taken me to Nigeria to meet my mum. I've just come off the plane. We're in the airport. If anyone knows Lagos Airport, it's like the most busiest place. It's just hectic. It's just like a crazy place. But I just saw my mum in front of me, and I knew exactly it was her. But before, I didn't see no pictures or anything like that. But I just knew it was her because the first thought I had was that, oh my days, my mum looks like Oprah Winfrey. You know, like I just thought, oh, wow, you look a lot like Oprah Winfrey. And we hugged and that was the start of our relationship.
How come? I mean, because like such a big family. I mean, it must have been. Did you know that your mother was there in Nigeria? I mean,
no, I didn't know. They didn't say. It was like I left Nigeria when I was 3 years old and moved to London, actually North London. But then we moved to Brixton. So I didn't know. They didn't tell me
so
as well.
So it must have been lovely. It's like really finding who you are. And that felt better with you? Did you feel that was a more felt you were?
Yeah, I felt like that was like the beginning stages of, okay, this life that I'm living or any circumstance that I am in, I have a backstory, I have a culture, I have a history. Because like even when I was growing up, no one really showed me my baby pictures because my mum had them in Nigeria, you know, and my dad took me from my mum to go with his new younger wife rather than, so all that history of me.
So much suffering, so many different things, so many steps in life.
Yeah, so I just didn't feel like I was connected to my essence. I didn't feel like I had my culture or who I was. It's almost like, okay, you're just in Brixton now and this is who you are.
But not at all.
No.
Not at all, no, because Femi, this is your life. We're taking you from Brixton. You've gone to Nigeria. You've met your mummy, and obviously you felt that you found home.
Yes.
But then you even went further than that because you've been. I mean, like I met you first through my daughter at university because you went to study farming.
Yes.
You decided you were going to do more for your home. What it did for you, you wanted to like kind of give it back.
Yes. So I want to basically my products is basically it's the same way that I found myself by actually looking towards nature and focusing on love and, you know, just trying to find out who you are through your ancestors and what you've done. And because the thing that a lot of inner city kids, the problem that they have is that they're not told that they own anything or part of anything. They're not included in anything, so they always feel like an outcast, so they will behave like an outcast, and that's the simple thing of it. So I just wanted to try and connect back. So I knew first of all I needed to, you know, rebuild my family because I have a mother, but that I don't really know. So
must have been just as a mother, that must have been just mind blowing for your mum to have you come home.
Of course, but then the next step was a few years later coming home to actually now tell her that, yeah, Mum, I'm going to now start a farm. I've got a degree in agriculture, you know, I've got a passion for it. So she was just like, wow, like she must have thought that I met her when I was young, and then, you know, later on, but she didn't know it was quite soon that I was going to come back and start my own business. And
I mean, it's only can say it's commendable. I mean, it shows you that it doesn't matter if life does deal you lemons. I don't think you even had the luxury of having the lemons, but life deals you lemons. You would need to make lemonade, and it's wonderful to see how you're prospering. And I love, this is not the new packaging, which we'll be seeing, but you've got together a fabulous range, but it all again comes back, you've gone back to your roots, back to the origins. Yeah. It's been healthy, it's been natural, and your product range comes from Nigeria, from a tree that, again, it's the natural properties that we're not getting in life. We seem to be all caught in Brixton some way. So tell us how you found out about this product, about the oils, the properties of it.
So what happened was I finished my degree in Writtle Agricultural College, and I passed with a 2-1 in agricultural business management. While I was there, I met some friends. Obviously, I met your daughter, Ashley, who's amazing, and I also met another friend called Nikos, and he was Greek, and his dad had passed away not too long ago, so he basically inherited a lot of land with just olive trees on it, just olive trees. And I was telling him, why don't we incorporate ginger and garlic to the farm and try and grow it simultaneously? That didn't really work out because there was like quite a big problem with the economic, you know, that the Greek
it's been
downturn that was, you know, so there was not a lot of people that were working. So, and at that time, I needed loads of hands, a lot of hands, because with agriculture, what you've realized straight away is that you cannot do it yourself. You need to be able to empower people. And on one of the trips that I was going to Greece, to basically what we was doing was we was harvesting the olives, taking it down to the extraction place and making the oil, sending the oil, but we was also doing the garlic and the ginger together. So I was traveling there one day and I didn't take the train, so I decided to take the coach to Stansted instead. And I sat next to this lovely guy and he said he was a youth worker. I said, I'm a farmer. He said, no way, what, you're a farmer? You must know about Moringa. And I was like, I've heard of it. I know about it, but as soon as he said it, it was just reminding me that go to Nigeria and grow Moringa. And that's what I did.
It's like really the universe puts you at the right place
At
at
the
the right
right
moment.
time,
You met,
yeah.
I got goosebumps. You're just meeting those people that put you where you're going to be.
All
And then
of it.
today was, again, with Jill and like, oh God, but I could have based for this. And you got to get yourself out there. A lot of people, when they're feeling that like they're down on their luck, they tend to like implode. And you need to get out because that's when the opportunities
Definitely.
arise. Do you think, just thinking off the cuff, you got out of Brixton, you got yourself away. I know that you empower women with all your growing and you've got a lot of people, as you say, involved. Do you think there's any way that you can help other kids stuck in maybe an environment like that and take them to work in your farms and then
Most
know what it's
definitely.
like to touch
I
base with...
I think once I get to a certain position, I would love to be able to, of course now that what we've just got now is like a European international organic certification for each and every one of my products. So from the leaf powder to the seeds to the oil, they're all certified organic through a international organic certification body. So through
What would
that,
the difference of an olive oil to
the moringa oil.
the moringa oil?
Well, the difference between the moringa oil is that moringa it's actually known as the miracle tree or the tree of life. So it's like nature's way of giving you all your multivitamins in one tree. That's why that's why I just thought this tree is perfect for Nigeria. Because imagine it's drought resistant, it's pest resistant. Nothing wants to eat it, nothing wants to kill it. No, it's just made for Nigeria. Like it's hardy. It could grow in bad soil or good soil. It's just
Even in
perfect.
Brixton?
But not in Brixton. Only tropics and subtropic. But
Only strong gentlemen like you that grew up in those, and it's awful to know that that life can literally change in so many ways, and it's commendable, Femi, to see how you, in spite of everything that was pushing in one direction, how you like your tree. The tree of life, you found life and living and joy because you're always so joyous.
I have to be, do you know what? Funny enough, my brother, when I went to meet him, because he's a bit older than me, and he's with my mum in Nigeria. He asked me, "Oh, so how are you like in London?" And I was like, "Well, I'm from Brixton, and in Brixton, I'm somebody. I'm a big tree, but now that I've now come back to my birthplace, to where I'm from, I'm a big tree with big roots." So that's why.
What a perfect note to finish on. So proud of you. So happy for you.
Thank you.
A wonderful Femi.
Yeah. Oh wow. Thank you.
We are at 1. We are at 1. Hey.
Free taxi 4 times a month and 25% discount on your car insurance if you're the Zero Hero.
Yeah, I'm here in Marbella, but it says here I'm in La Canada.
If you haven't mastered the lingo, don't worry. Linear Director has a free GPS geolocator service that will come and find you. If you've never been to the pharmacy, please do come. It's in the El Capriccio shopping centre right here at the beginning of Marbella. Organic, vegan, wonderful food to eat here, take away. You can also ring up and order, plus they've got a great selection of vegan cheeses and things you can buy. You've got to come and do yoga, you can come and do all kinds of things, or you can just come and sit and hang out and relax. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for coming to the United Nationalities Summit today. It was intense and amazing. So much is going to happen in the future. We will keep you updated on that. But for now, hasta mañana. Take care of yourselves. Be nice to each other.